Hi, I'm Fiona from DIY Digital, and in this video I'm going to show you how to back up your WordPress website using Updraft Plus. So I'm assuming you already have Updraft Plus installed and configured on your website. This isn't how to install it, this is how to use it once it is installed. So if you've got Updraft Plus on your WordPress website, this video will show you how to create your all-important backups. All right, let's get to it. So we open up to our WordPress dashboard, and this is your dashboard will look something like this, maybe not exactly, but something like this. From the dashboard, we go down to settings. So click on settings, and then in here, you will see if it is installed in your WordPress website, Updraft Plus. So click on Updraft Plus. Now in here, there's this big blue Backup Now button. We're going to click that shortly to do the backup, but before we do, I just wanted to show you one or two things. All right, so here we've got existing backups. And we can see that there is a backup dated February the 16th, 2020, and we can see there's a database, plugins, themes, uploads, others. So there are 5 files in this backup, and the backup is stored on the WordPress website. But what I did on February the 16th, when I did this backup, I also stored the backup onto my computer, so that serves as a secondary source, a secondary point of security, if you like. If for some reason you can't get into your WordPress website, downloading the backup files onto your computer or perhaps your website developer's computer is a really good idea to store your backup files elsewhere, off-site if you like. So I'm going to show you that now, what that looks like. So here we can see what these backup files look like stored on a computer. There are 5 of them. There's DB, which stands for database, others, plugins, themes, uploads. Now furthermore, if I go over here, I can see that the database is 1.9 megabytes. So that's a fairly large file. If I click on others, we can see that that is 2.7 megabyte. And if I click on plugins, that's getting a bit larger, isn't it? 13.8 megabytes, themes 19.7 megabytes, and uploads a whopping 146 megabytes. Now what this means for your website is that if you store these files on your website, they could slow that page load speed down. Of course, we don't want to have a slow website, because website visitors like the pages to load quickly. So going back to our WordPress dashboard, where we can see these ones here, what we do when we do backups is store one and only one backup file in your WordPress website, because any more than that, 1, it's not needed, and 2, they're large file sizes as you just saw, and so any more than 1 and you're really risking slowing that website speed down. So before I do the backup, I'm going to go over here and delete the one that is stored on site, knowing I still have it safely on my computer. So it's really no drama if I do. So I'm going to delete that, and yes, I do want to delete my backup. So I'm going to click on delete. And now that has gone. And now I'm ready to back up. Now one thing I'm going to show you just before I hit that blue button is in settings, I have ticked here, if I go down here, I have this to include these files in my backup. So if I didn't have those, I would tick them, because I think it's worthwhile. If you're doing a backup, you might as well back up everything. So that was in settings just here, but we'll go back up to backup restore. So what I'm going to do now is go over to this blue button and click on backup now. And yes, again, backup now. Now this will take a little bit of time, and you do want a good internet connection when you do your backup. If you haven't got an internet connection, a good internet connection, it may fail. So that's just something to be wary of. Now that backup actually took 15 minutes, and it took so long that my camera ran out of battery, so we had to reconvene. So we're back here again. So the backups can take a while, so be patient. Go have a cup of tea, go clean the study, or do whatever you want to do for 10 or 15 minutes. Just let the backup do its trick. But eventually you come back and you will see that it has created another backup here. And it's got the 5 familiar files here again. So it's done it. Now what to do with these 5 files? Okay, you can keep one backup and one backup only in your WordPress site, but we want to keep these files onto your computer as well as an extra backup. So what we have to do is click on each individual one. So I click on database and it begins downloading it, and then I can download this to my computer. And somewhat annoyingly, you've got to do it for all 5. So I've done database, then I next do plugins, repeat for themes, repeat for uploads, repeat for other. And once you've done that, you can log out. And please do feel free to visit us at diydigital.com.au.